Has anyone ever told you that you need to use your legs more when you pitch? I can't tell you how many pitchers I see, young pitchers, that don't use their legs enough. But what does it really mean? How do we use our legs more when we're pitching? We're gonna find out in this video. We got a great question from Ian.
Hey man, huge fan of your videos. I'm always taking details from every one of them. I love them all. Go Mets. So my question is, every time I'm about to throw a pitch, I feel so off balance on the mound, right? I just can't seem to get in a groove. I just feel like every time I pick my front foot up to throw, I feel like I'm tipping forward. I'm just like falling forward. I don't get it. I can't control my pitches, and I really feel like I'm at a disadvantage because I can't use the mound or the ground to get any power. It's all arm, just whipping through the zone. So, I mean, if you have any sort of tips that can help me out with it, it'd be greatly appreciated. One little side note is that when I do try to use my legs, and I'm like thinking about, okay, let me press off here, my arm comes through the zone late, and my body's already done with the movement, and my arm comes through late, so I have no control whatsoever. So, thanks so much. I hope you answer it, and go Mets.
Ian, what a great question, but please don't drive when you're shooting your questions, guys. All I saw was Ian crashing and then a lawsuit against You Go Pro Baseball. No more You Go Pro for anybody. I don't have a house. I'll be living in the street. Oh, please don't shoot your videos while you're driving. But that is a great question. Thank you so much for that question. Before we get into the question, though, if you're a pitcher and if you've ever been told that you need to use your legs more when you're pitching, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you think that legs are not important when you're pitching, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. No matter what you just clicked right there, go ahead and click that subscribe button and then click the bell notification right next to it. Then go to the comment section, leave me a comment and let me know that you subscribed, and then ask me any baseball related questions that you have, and I'll go down there personally and answer them for you. Now, let's get into the answer to this question. First of all, I can't tell you how many guys that I see, young pitchers, who don't use enough legs. It's just a very, very common problem in pitching, and that's where we create all of our energy. So, Ian, you're very smart to be concerned about this, and if you're not using enough legs, you seem like a very smart guy, and I think that you have great feel in your body just by the way that you speak of it. So I know that you probably aren't using enough of your legs. And you said how your arm feels when you do engage your legs, that your upper body's kind of dragging behind. So I commend you on that. And the real thing that we need to figure out is, how do we fix it? And the answer to that is, you have to use the King of the Hill. Now, I know you're like, oh God, here he is. He's trying to sell us something, a gimmick or something like that. Now, I'm not trying to sell you nothing here, okay? I promise you this is going to help you, okay? I'm only believing the King of the Hill because it works. As a matter of fact, two things. First of all, my friend Stevie Delabar, you see his jersey right here. He was a Major League All-Star. He just called me last week to get a King of the Hill because he used it in spring training and he felt the benefit of it. He was like, man, I felt when I drove against it that I could really feel my backside engaging. I could feel, he said he felt the way that he was supposed to be driving, and he was getting so much more out of his legs. So so I called Rich up, and Rich hooked him up with the King of the Hill. And as a matter of fact, I like your question so much that I'm gonna hook you up with the King of the Hill. Okay, so I don't want you to feel like I'm out here trying to sell you something, because that's not what it's about. I just want you to get better, and you had such a great question, and you seem like a good kid, and that you're working hard to accomplish your goals in pitching, and you're very smart. So I think this is really going to help you. This is the tool that's going to get you to use more of your legs, because again, that's where it starts. You have to be able to feel how you drive off of that backside, and if you can't feel it, then you're not going to be able to learn how to get better at it. Now, the great thing about the King of the Hill is it's got that, not only are you going to feel it because it shifts, but you're also going to hear it because it clicks. So you're going to get that feel and that audible feedback. Is instant feedback, so that you can throw one and then go, oh, okay, that felt good, or that didn't feel so good, especially if you didn't make it click, right? So I hope that answers your question. I mean, I know I didn't really give you too much of an answer, but I'm going to send you a tool for a great question, and just know that you're correct, and it all starts in the lower half. You have to use your legs. I know a lot of people talk about rotational energy, hip to shoulder separation, a lot of weighted ball stuff going on right now, but it all starts in the lower half. It all starts from the ground up, creating that ground force. So I'm going to get in touch with you and get your address so I can ship you that King of the Hill. For those of you who are watching, I can't ship everyone one. I'm so sorry, but they are on sale on my website right now. So I'll leave a link below where you can click and get that on sale. And of course, if you guys have any questions yourself, leave a comment below. Oh, as a matter of fact, I forgot to tell you, I have a series of 10 videos that I give away for free when you order a King of the Hill on how to use the King of the Hill. So not only are you just going to get a King of the Hill from if you order from my website, not only are you getting the King of the Hill, but you're getting 10 videos on how to use it, or how I like to use it, so you can start working on the King of the Hill and get better at using your legs. So I'll leave that link below where you can get that. And again, if you guys are watching this on Facebook, go ahead and click that like button so you don't miss another video. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click my logo and then click the subscribe button. Then go watch my most recent video, because you're going to love that one. And again, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're going to do this year to work on using your legs more when you're pitching.
But I just had such a problem driving off my back leg, and he actually hooked me up with this. Ugh. It's called the King of the Hill. Now, this thing is awesome because it's helping me out tremendously with my lower half and really just pressing off, you know, the mound. And just using this, just like, you know, continuously using it, and I've just seen tremendous results within the first like day or two, and it's just crazy on how much this simple tool has you know, helped me out through just pitching. I mean, it's taken stress off my elbow and whatnot. So I just